Wolves. For today we're going to be doing the adventure called Finding Your Way. And I'm going to revert back to my same Wolf book that I've been using this whole time. This book, it is going to be on page 208. Alright. So this one you're going to need just a little bit of help with an adult if you can. Since everybody's not from the same area here, some of the stuff's going to be different. So, for example, here we got requirement 1, and 1A is using a map of your city or town, locate where you live. Obviously, you guys live in a different place than I do, or almost all of you do. I'm out at camp today, and so we have these Ngoana's adventure-based maps. And let's see if I can figure out where I am. If you guys go into your program box, you're going to have one of these compasses. These are cool little gold compasses here. These aren't too bad. They're usually pretty accurate. So, alright. So, let's see. Something I can use to help me figure this out. This is the map key here. So I can see what is a campsite, I can see what a building is. This one's even got a couple of little pictures on there of what buildings that we have here look like. Let's see. So there's the main road, and I am by the Director's Lodge here. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see this very well, but I'm going to show you that I did it. So here I have a blue pen, and right here in that little circle is the Director's Lodge. So I've done that, and you guys can do the same thing on a map of your city. If you pull one up on, if you have a computer at home, you can pull one up on your computer, or maybe use a phone, or your borrow your parents' phone to show you a map of the city, and that way you guys can figure out where you're at in your town. 1B, draw a map for a friend so he or she can locate your home, a park, a school, or other locations in your neighborhood. Use symbols to show parks, buildings, trees, and water. You can invent your own symbols. Be sure to include a key so your symbols can be identified. And if you go into your scout book here, your wolf book, they gave you an example of that. So you guys will have to look in your book. This is going to be kind of hard to see, but see, she made a map here, and she showed what the trees are, and she made a map key here, shows what the streets are, what a car is, what a tree looks like. And so if you guys need any help with that, please feel free to get in touch with me. But I think if you kind of get with an adult leader or parent, they'll be able to help you. Alright, do the following. Identify what a compass rose is and where it is on the map. So this one just has a really simple one here that just points to north. But some of them can be really pretty and extravagant, and the older maps, they used to hand draw them, so they look really neat, and I'm sure you guys can find some examples of those online. We'll include a couple of pictures here what the really cool compass rose looks like. Use your compass to identify which direction is north. Show how to determine which way is south, east, and west. So I'm going to use my compass here. I got this opened up. You just kind of got to hook your fingernail in there and pop the lid open here. All compasses are the most accurate when they are completely level. So if you guys are not using this compass, you're using a little bit bigger one. Sometimes they'll have a little bubble, just like on a level, and that helps you keep it flat. So I'm going to lay my hand as flat as I can here. Alright. So on this compass, you can see there's an arrow, and right on the tip of the arrow is a little dot of white paint here. So that will be what points north. The dial here turns a little bit, so you can adjust it. So I'm going to get it to point north, and then I'm going to put the N that's in red here on your compass directly over that line, and that points to true north. It's a pretty good, I know that way's north, and so yeah, that's pretty close. That's almost perfect. How do you know which way is south, west, or east? Well, if you look here below the little arrow, there's letters that says S, W, and E. West is always going to be to the left of north, east is always going to be to the right, and south is in the opposite direction. So that's how you tell that. For requirement 3, you're going to need a little help. Okay, this one is to go on a scavenger hunt using a compass and locate an object with that compass. And again, you guys can do this just in your backyard. Get a leader or maybe an older brother or sister or your parents to help you out. But they can draw you a little map. Hide something in the yard. It can be anything, your favorite toy. It can be literally anything, a snack. And have them draw you just a little map with the directions on your compass and have you go find it. For requirement 4, using a map and compass, go on a hike or walk with your den or family. You don't have to go out to your local scout park or scout camp or whatever you have around you. You can do this in your neighborhood. You can do this out at your any of your local county or state parks. So it doesn't have to be a 5-mile hike. It doesn't have to be anything really long. But what we're trying to use here is try to use your compass. Go somewhere you can get a map. And these are just the ones we hand out. They're nothing fancy. This is pretty similar to what a lot of parks have. It just has a little map key, a little scale, and just shows you where the main roads, trails, and buildings are. If I'm ever lost out here, I can use my map key or my compass rose here and find my way back. This is a really fun adventure, and I really like to do this one. But this one is going to be kind of dependent on a little help from an adult and spend a little time outside. So hang on to your compasses. I always keep one of these in my vehicle just in case. So you guys have fun with this one, and take plenty of pictures. Send your pictures into the email. I'd love to see that you guys are having a lot of fun with this. So if I can ever find that Dino Dan, because he's the one that knows about the STEM stuff. I thought I saw him earlier, but it could have been a Bigfoot or Sasquatch. I don't know. I'm gonna go find Dino Dan, and we're gonna do some cool STEM project. We will see you for some fun STEM videos in the afternoons.